This is Garrett Fry, the Shipyard Sequence Lead for 3D Digital Map Painting, and we're taking a look at shot 14. So let's take a look. So we have this big rig right here that's moving these shipping containers, and and that's great. We're gonna keep all of that. We're gonna keep all this stuff on the right side here. What we need to do with this area right here is extend this back in distance with shipping containers. You can see it really abruptly ends right there, has a bunch of vegetation. So you're going to want to put more shipping containers into the distance and probably just X out these guys in order to get more distance back there, so that we can see them kind of going back like that. So make sure that you're laying these out in a real interesting way, and look at the other plates and the photography and find something that is nicely done. Because to be honest, for this shot, this shipping container row and this shipping container row and these guys here, it's all just a little bit boring because they're very regular. You know, this is just one big block. It's one big cube of things. And so to vary this up with levels of shipping containers and things that stick out, and it just kind of adds to the visual interest, and you're going to want to like compensate for the kind of the boringness of some of the elements that you have here. So also on this right hand side, it would be great to add another extreme foreground shipping container here. If you're using the 3D assets, then make sure you're using a hero level asset, something that either is provided or that you create on your own that has a lot of really nice detail in it. And then in the background, if you're doing the 3D, then you are populating it with the correct level of detail, because once it gets back that far, you don't need really high detailed models, and just the hundreds of shipping containers that you could put back there could really bog down your scene. So you'll need to manage that a bit. So the farther away it is, the lower level of detail that you can use, just so you can render it efficiently. If you put all these hero assets back there, it would take ages to render, and it would be very painful, and it would look exactly the same. So that's why they have level of details, is to make your rendering efficient. And the more iterations you get on the shot, the better looking it's going to get, and the less time you spend on it. Before you jump into these shots, it's a good idea to familiarize yourself with the resources you have available to you. Decide if you're going to use an environment TD, a matte painting, or a matte painting generalist approach. There are 3 sets of shipping container photos and a bunch of images for texturing. Also, make sure you take advantage of the high resolution shipping container assets with 3 different level of detail models.